In this session, we will discuss about a problem to get the state transition matrix. The question is, a linear time invariant system is described by the following state model. The state model is, this is x dot, that will be equal to a into x plus b into u. That is the general form, where a is this matrix and x is this matrix x1, x2, x3. X dot matrix is this one, that is x1 dot, x2 dot, x3 dot, and u is given here. And output equation is y equal to c into d. Actually the form is given, that is this is equal to c and this is equal to x. C into x is the output equation. So linear time invariant system is described by this state model. Okay. So what is your question is, transform this state model into a canonical state model and also compute the state transition matrix e raised to at. That is your question. So moving to the first session, that is transform this state model into canonical state model. See, in the previous video we have discussed about the transformation to canonical form state model. Okay. So here in the question you have given x dot equal to a into x plus c into a into x plus b into u. U is the input. These are the state variables. Okay. So now you can generate a from here. You can write a from here. Okay. That you got the information from the question. So first you have to remember what is canonical state model. See, canonical state model is z dot equal to this Gramian function into z, Gramian matrix into z plus b cap into u, y equal to c cap into z plus d into u. So in order to find this model, first of all you have to find this Gramian matrix. Okay. So what is Gramian matrix? It is M inverse AM. What is M? M is model matrix and A is system matrix, that is given in the question. Then how will you get this model matrix? Model matrix is obtained from the eigenvectors. So what is eigenvector? Eigenvectors will be obtained from the eigenvalues. So in order to find the canonical state model, first you have to find eigenvalues, then eigenvectors, then you can find model matrix, then you can find Gramian vector, then you can find canonical form. So there are a lot of steps. So first of all we can find out the eigenvalues. So eigenvalues will be obtained from the eigen characteristic equation. What is characteristic equation? Characteristic equation is determinant lambda I minus a equal to 0. So lambda is unknown, I is unity matrix, A is system matrix. System matrix is given here as this one, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 6, minus 11, minus 6. So this is A. So lambda I minus a means lambda is unknown, which is eigenvalues, and I is unity matrix. Since A is of 3 by 3 order matrix, so I will be also 3 by 3 order matrix. So you can find the calculations. So you will get the matrix of lambda I minus a as this matrix. So to find eigenvalues, determinant of this matrix will be equal to 0. That is a characteristic equation. You can find the determinant. It is a 3 by 3 matrix. You can easily find the determinant. You will get the determinant value will be this one, that will be equal to 0. So you got this equation. See, these all are simple mathematical steps. Determinant, you know that you can eliminate a first row and a first column. So the determinant of this value minus second entry into avoid this row and this column. So find the determinant of rest of the entries plus 0 into, so 0 into whatever quantity is equal to 0. So you will get this value. Okay. So now you have got a third order equation. In this you want to find out the values of lambda, which are the eigenvalues. Here lambda will have 3 values. Since it is a third order equation, you will get the first root by simply putting a value by trial and error method. So when you are putting starting from 0, 1, 2, etc., you can go on. So you will get for lambda equal to minus 1, this equation will satisfy this condition. So lambda equal to minus 1 is a root. So lambda plus 1 is a root. Okay. So to find other roots, you can see when you get lambda equal to minus 1 as a root, you can make the calculation like this. This is a simple mathematical procedure. What are the coefficients of this equation? 1, 6, 11, 6. Third, second order, first order and zeroth order. So 1, 6, 11, 6. You can write it 1, 6, 11, 6 here, and minus 1 will write in here. First entry is same. So this is 1. And 1 and minus 1 is multiplied, so you will get minus 1, that is minus 1 you will put here, and you will add these entries, so you will get 5. 5 and minus 1 is multiplied, so you will get minus 5. Then you will get 6. By adding these two, you will get 6. 6 into minus 1 is minus 6. When you are adding this, 0 will be obtained. So when lambda equal to minus 1 is a root, then the rest of the terms will be constituted by these coefficients 1, 5, 6. That is lambda square plus 5 lambda plus 6. So you can write the equation as lambda plus 1 into lambda square plus 5 lambda plus 6 equal to 0. So this can be factorized as lambda plus 1 into lambda plus 3. So now you have 3 eigenvalues, lambda equal to minus 1, lambda equal to minus 2, lambda equal to minus 3. So all these eigenvalues are distinct values. So there is no multiplicity for these values. Okay. So next you have to find, now you have obtained the eigenvalues, then you can find the model matrix. There is an easy method. Model matrix is obtained by a certain method that we have discussed in the previous video. That means here model matrix can be obtained when the eigenvalues doesn't have a multiplicity or all the eigenvalues are distinct, then corresponding model matrix is obtained by this method. See here, it is a 3 by 3, system matrix is a 3 by 3 matrix, and we can write the model matrix as a 3 by 3 matrix, that is its entries will be 1, 1, 1, lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, lambda 1 square, lambda 2 square, lambda 3 square. Okay. So instead of this, you can substitute different values of lambdas. So you will get 1, 1, 1. Lambda 1 is minus 1, lambda 2 is minus 2, lambda 3 is minus 3. Similarly, you can find the squares, so you will get this entry. So now the model matrix is obtained like this. Okay. There is another method, that is alternate method for finding the model matrix. That means it is obtained by calculating the eigenvectors. See. The another method, see, if you remember this matrix, then you can easily calculate a model matrix. So you can save the time. If you doesn't know this matrix, then you have to go in this manner. That is, you have to first calculate eigenvectors. So first of all, corresponding to lambda 1, you have to find out the first eigen cofactor matrix or eigenvector. That is lambda 1, whenever first lambda 1 equal to minus 1. See. Here, what are the values of lambda 1? Lambda 1 is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. First, you are taking minus 1 value. So, lambda 1 I minus A matrix will be equal to minus 1 into I is this matrix, minus A is this matrix. So, you will get this matrix. So, you have to find the cofactors of this matrix. That means you have to find the cofactor matrix along the first row. So, the first row entries you can denote as C11, C12, C13, C11, C12, C13. So first C11 is obtained by eliminating first column and first row. So the rest of the matrix is this one, that is minus 1, minus 1, 11, 5. So C11 is obtained by plus 1 because 1 and 1 is even number, so you can put a plus 1 sign here. If it is odd number, then you have to put a minus 1. Okay. So similarly C12 is obtained by eliminating second column and first row. So the rest of the determinant contains 0, 6 and minus 1, 5. 0, 6 and minus 1, 5. So it's determined multiplied by what is a symbol. Since it is an odd, sum is odd quantity, then you have to put a minus 1 here. Similarly, C13 is obtained by eliminating third column and first row. C13 means first row and third column. So rest of determinant is 0, 6, minus 1, 11. 0, 6, minus 1, 11 determinant is, its symbol will be, since it is an even number, C13 is an even number, so you will put 1. So now you have a C11, C12 and a C13. So you can write these entries in a column matrix form. That is, so you will get the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1 equal to minus 1. That can be represented as M1, which is a column matrix, that is C11, C12, C13. That will be equal to 6 minus 6, 6. By the property of a matrix, you can see you can divide the entries by 6, so you will get a 1 minus 1, 1. So the elements of the eigenvectors can be divided by a constant. That is the property of the eigenvector. Okay. So similarly, you can find the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 1 equal to minus 2, also lambda 1 equal to minus 3. So the procedure is same. So instead you have to substitute lambda 2 equal to minus 2 here. So you will get a matrix like this. Then corresponding to this matrix, you have to find out the cofactor elements and you have to form the eigenvector. So you will get a C11 this, C12 this, C13 this. So you can write lambda 2 and corresponding M2 in a column matrix form. You will get the matrix like this, and you can divide the elements by common term. Here you can divide it by 3, so you will get this entry. So similarly, when lambda 3 equal to minus 3, you can find the same matrix and you can find the cofactor elements, then eigenvector corresponding to that cofactor elements, so you will get M3. So it is a column matrix. Similarly, here also you can divide it by 2, that is a common term. So you will get a matrix like this. So what is our aim is we have to find out a model matrix. So model matrix M will be equal to M1, M2, M3. What is M1? M1 is, you will get M1 is equal to this column matrix. So first entry will be 1 minus 1, 1. That is written here. 1 minus 1, 1. Next is M2. What is M2? M2 is this matrix 1 minus 2, 4. So you can write 1 minus 2, 4 here. Next entry is this one. So this is the model matrix formation. So but it is a lengthy procedure. So rather going for this method, you can go directly to this method. So you will get the model matrix directly from here. So it will save your time in writing the examination. Okay. So both the metrics are same by the both methods. So now you have the model matrix. Next, what is your step? You know, you have to find out a Gramian matrix. What is Gramian matrix? Gramian matrix is M inverse AM. So you have to, now you have M, you have to find out M inverse, and then you have to find out this quantity. Okay. So M inverse, these all are simple mathematical steps. What is M inverse? M inverse is obtained by 1 by determinant of M into transpose of the cofactor matrix of A. That is M inverse is equal to adjoint of A, M divided by determinant of M. Adjoint is the transpose of the cofactor matrix of M. So you can find the cofactor matrix of M first, then you can find the transpose. Cofactor matrix is obtained by simple way. Cofactor elements are first find out like this method. Here we have only find out the cofactor matrix for the first row alone. In this case, we have to find out the cofactor matrix of this model matrix. Correspond to each element, we have to find out the cofactor element. Okay. So writing that cofactor element, then we have to find the transpose of that cofactor element. So you will get the adjoint of that M. Okay. So first we are going for determinant of M. That is determinant of M is obtained by taking the determinant of this matrix. Okay. So you will get minus 2 values here. Next you can find the transpose of the cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix is obtained like this. And actually it is finding the cofactor matrix is a lengthy procedure, and you have to do it in the step by step manner because its step is same, that is C11, C12, C13. Similarly you have to find a C21, C22, C23. Also you have to find a C31, C32 and C33. You have to give symbols also, that means signs also. Then you have to represent all these elements in a matrix, and finally you will get this matrix, and you have to take the transpose of that matrix. The transpose means you have to interchange the rows and columns. So you will get this row will come to the position of this column. So minus 6, 6, minus 2. Next entry is minus 5, 8, 3. So it will be the second column. So minus 5 is 8, minus 3. This is third row. So it will come to the position of third column. So now you have this quantity. So M inverse is equal to, what is the equation? M inverse is equal to, this is the equation. So you can substitute it. So you will get this equation. So now you have reached up to this point. See, you have find out M inverse quantity. Now you can find M inverse AM to get the Gramian matrix. That is simple multiplication that you can see here. To find the canonical form of the state model, first you need is Gramian matrix M inverse AM. So M inverse you have find out this is the matrix, and A is obtained from the system equation. from the question, and m is obtained, we have calculated already. So you can find the multiplication of these terms by simple matrix multiplication. So you will get the answer like this. So in order to find the canonical form, you know that what is the canonical form? Canonical form is z dot equal to Gramian matrix into z plus b cap into u. Similarly, y equal to c cap into z plus d into u. Here, to find the state model, you have find out this quantity. Z is z1, z2, z3. B cap you have to find out. So what is B cap? B cap is similar to, it is obtained by using model matrix. That is, B cap will have an equation M inverse into B. So what is M inverse? M inverse we have calculated here, and B matrix is obtained from the question. That is, in the question you know that here, see here, this is in the form of AX plus BU. What is B? B is 0, 0, 2. Okay. So instead of B you can substitute 0, 0, 2. So you will get the matrix like this. So another next you have to find out a C cap also. C cap is C into M, whereas C is obtained from the question. Where did you get the value of C? C here, look at here. This is equation, state equation, that is x dot equal to AX plus BU. This is output equation, which is CX. Okay, actually there will be CX plus DU will be there, but in the question it is not given. That means output equation depends only on the state variable. Okay. So C is 1, 0, 0. So you can substitute that there. See. So C cap equal to C into M. So C is 1, 0, 0. M is obtained. We have obtained the model matrix initially. So we have obtained different quantities. So you can write it in the form of an equation, that is state model. Canonical state form or state model is z dot equal to Gramian matrix into z plus b cap into u, y equal to c cap into z plus du. So you can put, instead of z dot, you can write z1 dot, z2 dot, z3 dot. Instead of Gramian matrix you have find it out, that is this one, and z is z1, z2, z3. B cap you find out it is 1 minus 2, 1. U is initial input matrix, and y equal to, you can find it as c cap into z. Du is not there in the question, so c cap into z itself is y. So you will get the canonical form of state model like this. So these two equations, that is input equations, state equations along with the output equation, gives the canonical form of state model. Next in the question you have to find out state transition matrices. So state transition matrix from this case is canonical form is e raised to at, that will be equal to m into e raised to gamma t, that is Gramian matrix T into m inverse. M and m inverse you know. Gamma e raised to gamma t is obtained by the equation e raised to lambda 1 t 0, 0, 0, e raised to lambda 2 t 0, like that. And here lambda 1 is minus 1, lambda 2 is minus 2, lambda 3 is minus 3. So this is the matrix. So you can find the multiplication, that is e raised to at will be equal to, what is equation? M into e raised to gamma t into m inverse. So this is m into e raised to gamma t into m inverse. M inverse is this quantity. So you can find easily the multiplication. So you will get the result like this. So this is the state transition matrix. So it is a lengthy problem. In the examination you have to do correctly. So the thing is, you should know all the equations, that is canonical state model equations, and also model matrix equations, and also Gramian matrix equations. Okay, go through the problem once again, you will get the idea. Okay, if you have any doubt you can ask me.